Vishva Vaishnava Raj Sabha. Yesterday, Bhakti King Paramadvaiti Maharaj approached me, and he is the international secretary of the World Vaishnava Association, because he travels a lot and now I'm not traveling so much, so I'm more local secretary and he's the international secretary. Also we met with the Vrindavan Maharaj, who is the Vishva Vaishnava Association secretary for Maharashtra. Very intelligent, very environmental conscious person. Anyhow, Damodar Maharaj, he asked me, okay, how do I explain to somebody the necessity of the World Vaishnava Association? So I was excited and I told him, as a matter of fact, we had this Vishva Vaishnava Raj Sabha Istagosti in the Yamuna Kunda, in our Yamuna Kunja. And so it was very amazing. We never had such an intensive conversation. So I started, and I will repeat to you now what I said to Damodar Maharaj. How do you convince somebody verbally of the need of a Vishva Vaishnava Raj Sabha World Vaishnava Association? 1994 it was started in Modi Bhavan by 27 sannyasis and leaders of 17 Vaishnava missions. They came together inspired by Srila Paramadvaiti Maharaj and on the invitation of the formation of the World Vaishnava Association. Ever since then we had 2 meetings a year and many other events in other countries of the world, in Mexico, in Colombia, in Brazil, in so many other places, in Hungary, in Berlin, in Austria, in Vienna. It has been rather meagerly dynamic. I say meagerly dynamic because to my vision it should have been much more dynamic and much more expansive. Why? Because the Vishva Vaishnava Raj Sabha World Vaishnava Association is a dire necessity for the Vaishnava world. Now, first of all, the Vaishnava world is made up of branches which all come from the same root. And these branches, if you want to see it visually, they're embracing the entire world, and sometimes they're crisscrossing over each other. But there's the ISKCON branch, there's the Gaudiya branch, there's also some other branches from the Vrindavan Goswami branch, then there's the Bhagavata lecture, Bhagavat Saptaha branch, there's a TV branch, there's a Prasadam distribution branch of Madhu Pandit, and there's so many branches coming from the root, which we can call Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. But it is an incredible network and it's going on its own because there's nobody coordinating it. It's not that like, oh, there's like a central operational authority which in a descending way tells anybody what to do. No. It is diversity. What's missing is union. Union for what? Union for information. Union for impact. Union for common causes which one mission alone cannot accomplish or will not receive the respect. Because people think, oh, this is another guru cult, this is another sect, this is just some isolated manifestation of people trying to find God. They cannot respect us or see us as the world religion which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to the world to create a Yuga Dharma, a counteract massively the detrimental influence of this age by spreading the holy name of Krishna, sadhu sangha, prasadam, reading of holy scriptures, etc., etc. So that is being practiced individually by all the missions in one way or another, but for a collective impact, we have not had the greatest success. And now I will give you the reasons why we need that. Now, number one, literature. We all believe in the Gaudiya Grantha, in the Gaudiya literature. Ever since the Goswamis wrote these books here, and they were taken by bullock cart to Bengal and copied finally by the Birham Singh from Vishnupur, who stole the books and later became the disciple of Srinivasacharya and distributor of the books. So we are traditionally very much connected with literature. But there's many temples you can go, many missions, because nowadays the World Vaishnava Association has more than 60, 70 branches. All of them are members, not all of them are very active, not all of them are very involved, but they're members. Nobody has denied it. Nobody has said, we are not members of that, we do not believe in other Vaishnavas. I mean, nobody has come forward to say such a silly thing. But anyway, now you go to the temples and you ask, do you have Bhagavad Gitas in English? No. Do you have Bhagavad Gita in Hindi? No. Many missions have not accomplished to have a lot of grantha at the hand. So not even their own devotees read those books because they don't have them. So by considering the joint power of all the Gaudiya Vaishnava branches, we have hundreds and hundreds of wonderful books, all available to all the missions, because that's what Vaishnavas are. They share love. They share everything. Nobody will say, hey, this Jaiva Dharma belongs to our mission because we translated it. You're from another mission. You're not allowed to read this book. Silly. Impossible. So, in order to know what the books, what other publications, to make them available to other devotees, you have to have a common ground. You have to have a fair where all the books and all the other preaching materials are exhibited once a year minimum. If you are in the trade in this world, you have to go to the trade fair. Otherwise, you don't know what are the evolutions in your trade. And if you're living in the past, you lose the connection with the future. And if you do not recognize your past, you also have no future. So it's very important to come together and to have, number one, these trade fairs to simply exhibit all the things all the missions have, and number two, to have profound think tanks. Think tanks is not, it's something like an istagosti on different issues. A think tank is a necessity if you want to think. If you have something to think about. If you think that there is something we have to come to conclusions, how to illuminate our members about what food is safe to eat. Why are Gaudiya Vaishnavas afflicted by diabetes in large scales? Why? Are they eating wrong? Has it been taught about? Has it been thought about? Has there been a think tank to contribute to better food in Krishna's temples? This is what a think tank deals with any problem or any dimension or any creativity which is helpful to all. So if you never join a think tank, then the problem is you don't know what others think. And then you probably don't think too much either. It's okay, we can just chant and dance and take prasadam. That's good, but we are belonging to a movement where Lord Krishna gives us the Bhagavad Gita. There's Jnana Yoga in there. there is karma yoga in there, there's bhakti yoga in there. All these different processes are described, how to be successful. And Krishna says, Ya idang paramam guyam mat bhakte shavidasyati. The dearest of all the dearest to me is the one who gives this message of the Gita to others. And that means he gives it in a practical way, that it can be also practiced, that it has some tangible solutions for life. Because Arjuna got the information of Krishna with tangible solutions for his life. It wasn't just an abstract theory. So Kurukshetra and all this is a very strong lesson for each and every one of us. So here you go, you got the books, you got the think tank, you got the different problems to solve. Number 3, the Dham. The Dham is in a mess. Ganga, Yamuna are shameful. Is there a joint declaration of any big Vaishnava mission pushing the government to look after the holy river and the holy ponds? Is there a joint declaration about not wanting chemicals in the holy dam, in the agriculture? Is there a joint declaration to the government to make a decent system of removing solid waste from the public eye and to have appropriate accumulation systems, recycling or whatever for the solid waste? Have the Vaishnavas pronounced themselves? Because it's a different thing. When I write a letter to the municipality from little Swamiji complains because of the dirt. No. If it is the collective membership of all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas and the others also, any temple in Vrindavan, and we are standing together, says, dear politicians, you clean up this mess or we will not give votes to you. You'll be out here next election. Well, then they will listen to us. But if we do not come together and even discuss it, and have no forum, no consensus, then our Vishwa Vaishnava Rajsabha is not effective. And that will be our fault. We cannot blame it on anybody else. Number 5. Outside of India is a lot of atheism, is a lot of so-called Christianity, so-called Muslims attacking Hindus. Our websites have been hacked from Pakistan and from other fanatic Muslim areas. They're attacking us. They don't like us. We are spreading very strong words about vegetarianism and Sanatan Dharma. Many people don't like it. Here in India, you got now Modi and the VHP, so nobody dares to fight with you saying that Hinduism is bad. But go outside of India, and most people don't even know what Hinduism is. Just slowly we are making it aware. It was the greatest ambassador of Hinduism around the world, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, my beloved Guru Deva, who actually made Krishna a household word. Before, people did not know who is Krishna. They had no idea. Maybe some scholars said, oh, an incarnation of Vishnu according to Hindu mythology. But nothing else. There were no temples. Nobody offered the food to Krishna. There was nothing going on. Now by this dimension of the Vaishnavas, it has become so dynamic that there's temples opening everywhere and people are understanding Sanatan Dharma. So now it is the time, it has come, of great importance that the people in the world respect what is Sanatan Dharma and who are belonging to this, and they should not be attacked. Because we have had hard times. Military dictatorships prohibited the Vaishnavas in Chile, in Argentina, in Bolivia. They were persecuting us. The many people, sometimes the drug mafias came and threatened the devotees in Mexico, telling them, you're spreading messages against taking drugs. You want to destroy our business or what? We wanted you to stop this, and they came with guns in the temple. So don't think that the Vaishnavas' work in this world is without danger. And you need the backing of the other Vaishnavas in your back to be able to defend yourself, to feel some strength, to feel some support. And that's what we need a Vishwa Vaishnava Rajsabha for. Example was Russia. the Catholic or the Russian Orthodox Church made a court case against the Bhagavad Gita as it is. And they wanted to list the Bhagavad Gita as it is to be a violence-inciting book which should be prohibited, just like Hitler's Mein Kampf. There's a few books which are prohibited in some countries. They wanted to do that to the Gita. We had to go in there with Swami of ISKCON, who was fighting the case. We spent 15,000 euros in this court case, and we won the first instance, and then they went into appeal, and we won the second instance. All by Vishwa Vaishnava Rajsabha. But you most likely never heard about it or never cared about it. And that is our problem, not caring. Only caring for our chapatis. This is not fair. Mahaprabhu has a very, very large view. And we have capable people to participate. Very capable people. So, in this way, the Vishwa Vaishnava Rajsabha has plenty of things to offer. Even conflict resolution. If there's any conflict in any issue, sometimes the Guru dies and the sannyasis left behind, they're getting in some argument and they even go to court sometimes. Absolutely unnecessary, because we have a gremium of senior Vaishnavas who can simply satisfactory decide what is the appropriate way to continue. Because unity in diversity. In Krishna consciousness there's space for everybody. Everybody can go out and preach. Everybody, like Srila Bhakti Rakshila Maharaj, he used to tell me, everybody has the right and duty to give to others what he has received from his spiritual master to his fullest heart's content. Nobody has a right to restrict another person, to tell him, you are not supposed to preach, you are not supposed to do anything for our parampara. It's not. Nobody has a right. We don't have an institution which regulates one can, the other cannot. Most likely the big preachers of today were the ones who started without authorization. My Gurudev started his mission without authorization. Bhakti Daita Maharaj started his mission without authorization. Bhakti Vrindavan Maharaj started his mission without authorization. Bhakti Srila B.A. Maharaj started his mission without authorization. And plenty other of great Vaishnavas. Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj started his mission without authorization. So what? Who is going to give authorization to another person or deny authorization? Do you understand? This is arbitrary. It's ridiculous. Our mission depends on the spontaneous flow of love and surrender. And where that is coming into the picture and people are actually offered shelter, you can be sure there the Krishna conscious movement will grow. Because that's how Prabhupada made it grow. Many others have gone to the West, they couldn't make one devotee because they didn't provide what Prabhupada provided. He provided love, shelter, food, kirtan, classes, every day. And if you want it, he'll make you a leader, and within a few months you open another center of his divine love. Who's providing that? Go around. Ask the sannyasis. Many sannyasis, they go from India, they go around just to collect some money to make their temple nicer in India. Okay, fine. They want to make a nice temple in India, there's nothing wrong with that. But they don't touch the people's heart because they don't provide the service which Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada provided and some others also provided. So Srila Bhakti Rakshila Maharaj was a powerful acharya in the lineage afterwards. Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, they confirmed that. And they tried to make temples outside of India also. So, if you want to spread the Krishna consciousness movement, let's be a united and diversified at the same time. That is the reason why we need the Vishwa Vaishnava Rajsabha. And I could, there is now the 18 different committees in the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. One of them is the Audarya Award, where we give recognitions and award to extraordinary contributions to the Vaishnava world. And this is very nice and has been well received. We can still polish it and increase it, because again, most people are not interested. Maybe they're interested if they get an award, but they're not interested to giving awards. But the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha is interested, because our Guru Devas, they gave titles and awards. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave titles and awards. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada gave titles and awards. So our Guru Varga gives titles and awards. So if you don't want to give titles and awards, that's your problem, but it's not that it is not an authorized procedure. People love it to get some recognition. Plus, it's publicity. Only if you give an award and some recognition to somebody, then people will look, oh, what did he do? What is it? Like we gave the Little Krishna movie done by Chanchalapati and Madhu Pandit. Yes, we gave him an award. Because of that movie, the whole world is seeing Little Krishna pastimes. And there's so many plenty other people who got awards, and they'll keep getting awards. Actually, this year in Kartik is supposed to be an award-giving year of Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. Already we are preparing for it. We are still facing a few problems. There are a few problems still. Okay, that's what Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha has to take care of. Solve problems. Sometimes even devotees show egos. Sometimes even devotees are lazy. Sometimes even devotees don't do what they could do to favor this growth of this beautiful plant which sends branches all around the world, giving the bhakti fruits and flowers everywhere. And Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha encourages them. Next argument. We need a Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha for the disenfranchised people. Sometimes a guru leaves and the next guru who comes, he is making a nice mission with his new disciple, but he's excluding his godbrothers. His godbrothers all of a sudden do not find much shelter or much scope within the mission, and they go out. So this is called disenfranchised Vaishnavas. And we find a lot of them around. Some of them went with Shankarshan and they started a temple in Govardhan. Disenfranchised Vaishnavas who don't know where to go and what to do. So the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha has the doors open for aligned and disenfranchised Vaishnavas. So that everybody feels this is not somebody's private property where he can do anything he wants and he can discriminate against me. So there's another big reason why we need a Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. Now the Dham Seva is, what about the holy places? Now we just faced a big problem. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada's Bhajan Kutir in Jagannath Puri, Chataka Parvat, was destroyed by a hurricane. It blew off the roof. Now, are we together there? Are we writing to the government, please, you put so much money here, help us to fix all these Vaishnava relics, because this is an incredible relic and it will take a lot of money to repair it. Maybe some rich devotee come forward and he will give donation to it. But mostly it's left to the local mission to see how to save it. But there's a lot of money given to Puri by the government. But we as a group together have to say, dear government, our temples have suffered. Please give money to fix this and this, because it's a national calamity. They say 200,000 trees were uprooted in the Orissa area, in Puri area. It's devastated. It's a war zone. And of course the devotees need help there. Maybe some other devotees in another place cannot give much help because they themselves need help. But on the whole of a big institution, we should even have emergency funds to help devotees. Like in the case of the defense of the Bhagavad Gita, an emergency fund was created. And with this emergency fund, it was paid for the lawyers to win and to get Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita free of stupid accusations. So the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha is very necessary. And it is all of you who can become secretaries of your local area. Srila Bhakti Ballabh Maharaj, who was the president for more than 10 years, he told us that every temple should have a secretary for Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. For every city he is preaching is to interact with the local devotees in that area of other missions, because practically World Vaishnava Association communicates one mission to the other. Number two, Srila Bhakti Ballabh Maharaj said everybody should put the logo by putting member of Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha, World Vaishnava Association, in their publications, in their events, so that people can see, oh, this is a big organization. They do believe in each other. They can make joint statements. They do have think tanks and leadership and everything. So people like Rasa Bihari Prabhu, great scholar from the University of Jammu, or people like Vishnu Maharaj, then there's now Damodar Maharaj, there's Sannyasi Maharaj, who has a project of the education. We want to have a Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha educational program, something aligned, affiliated with the University of Ancient Wisdom, Ancient Vedic Wisdom. We are already working on it, but we want it to be in the name of Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. Just like the cleaning in Vrindavan. We have had in Mayapur and Vrindavan, we have had a very wonderful cleaning and environmental awareness program going on for almost 15 years. And all this has been done in the name of World Vaishnava Association. Not in the name of Vrinda Mission, for example, or not in the name of another mission. It has been done in the name of Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha, and now Raj Vrindavan or Mayapur Act Now. Why? Because we needed a registration which was not religious, so people can give donation and get ATG tax benefits, which is not given to religious organizations. So here you get some ideas. I could keep talking. Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha has many other features to offer, but I don't want to make it too lengthy today. I want you to assimilate this. And if you want to be part of this, be part of it. Don't wait for anybody to come and invite you to give you, okay, we have a big bandar and there's going to be gift ceremonies, and then you say, oh, then I will go because I will get some dakshin. No, this is not the program of Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. Of course, it's not prohibited to give dakshin and to make prasadam, but we are coming together for the need of the day of Srila Jiva Goswami's vision for the future of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. That's not about bandaras and it's not about dakshin. This is about work with love and seeing union in diversity as a necessity. It is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Where there's no union in diversity, you can call it, it is a bit maybe childish or maybe ignoring the facts which I just elaborated upon, which should not be ignored. Or is simply that some person is so pure and so absorbed in his bhajan of his highest Uttama Adhikar that he has had no time to pay attention to all this because his Raga Marga has taken him high speed into other dimensions. To those, we offer our eternal dandavats and respect, because we need their blessings so that we can do the sweeper's work. Now we know that we are here helping the Swachh Bharat program to make this place nice and very nice, like to follow with our Modiji, who has accepted to be a sweeper in this campaign. So in this way we can all work together and give Sanatan Dharma a facelift, a great impulse, because the world needs that. The world needs Sanatan Dharma. We all believe that the world needs Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But the world will only take Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are coming in a very mature and very broad-minded way. And this is what the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha tries to contribute. Now, you may have better ideas. You may have more ideas. That's why we need you. That's why we wait for you. Because, yes, Radha Damodar is there. Great place. Jiva Goswami, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, all the holy souls were there. Incredible. And so many other places. Radha Govinda Mandir, where we had the meetings in the beginning, until the Archaeological Society made it so complicated to get permission to make a meeting there that we decided that it was not worth the trouble. But even that could be reinvestigated now with our BJP government, because Radha Govinda Temple is the appropriate place for such important meetings, because that's where it all started, where these great souls gave the vision for the future. So a message of big hug to all the Babaji Sampradayas, to all the caste Goswamis in their beautiful temple. If we work together, if we have a deeper friendship, it will be for the benefit of Vaishnavism all around the world. Sometimes little discrepancies appear, but according to Bhaktisundar Sannyasi Maharaj, who organized the Chaitanya Mela, he said, when we come together to talk about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are all together. We are all working together for the welfare of the world. That's why I invited so many Goswamis and so many Babajis and so many other groups to participate in the Chaitanya Mela. And the same thing happened in Vrindavan with the Vrindavan Prakash Utsav of Tamal Krishna Prabhu. He also invited so many people. So, in other words, when it comes to these common grounds, we can work with so many more people. But people have to come forward and says, yes, I'm with you, let's do it. And you have to bring some money too. If you don't bring any money, you expect everybody else to finance everything, then it will remain very meager. So if you want to be part of that solution, you gotta invest in that solution. Time and money. That's why Srila Gopananda Maharaj said, if you want to be now member of the new Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha, which he registered in Calcutta, you have to pay 10,000 rupees a year minimum, like a membership fee. The World Vaishnava Association never asked any fees because I didn't feel that I should do so. I said I'll keep financing it, or with my friends. But now Gopananda Maharaj wants everybody to really feel this is also my baby, I have to finance it. So if you want to be a member, contact Monotosh, treasurer of Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha in Calcutta. And we can register many, many beneficial things also from there. Because sometimes it's necessary to have a good organization, to have a good impact. Thank you so much, and forgive me if I said any word which is not soothing, which is not very pleasing to you. I definitely didn't mean to criticize anybody. I just meant to show why we need a World Vaishnava Association and why we want you to be part of it, active part, so then it will actually grow and become something wonderful. So forgive my offenses. I'm not qualified. I'm simply trying to follow what my heart is telling me and what my Guru Varga has put like a blueprint in front of my eye. This blueprint is to be put into an architectural plan and finally into a full, huge, beautiful network construction of what will help all of us in spreading the ideal, the wishes of the Supreme Lord, Srimati Radhika, who came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Imlitala to spread around the world. Thank you. Radhe Shyam.